Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you all the training locations in Anime Fighting Simulator X. So training locations are used to train more strength, speed, durability, and chakra. And once you train higher and get more power, then you will be able to get more multipliers. First up, outside the spawn, we have the wood logs. You need 100 strength to train here, and you will get a ×2 boost. So it's pretty good when you're starting off. I would recommend training until 10k strength here. For the next location, just go to the corner of the map. Once you see the library, take a left, and just look around and make sure you see the same landmarks as me. And now you can see the gym. So here, you need 10k strength and 10k speed to train here, but it gives you a ×6 boost, which is really OP if you're trying to train here. And also has a different animation too, which is pretty neat. And yeah, next up we have the next location, and if you don't know where any of the locations are, all you want to do is just go to the left side of your screen and press minimap. Now just go to where you want to train and press track. Now it's going to give you a red dot, and all you have to do is just follow the red dot, and that will be the location that you are trying to find. That's actually pretty neat and pretty helpful. So over here we have the garbage beach. You need 100k strength to train here, and I would recommend training here until 1 million strength, and it gives you a pretty decent boost. Next up we have boulder. So the boulder actually is pretty close to the garbage beach. All you want to do is just keep on going forward. Now take a left. And as you can see, the boulder is right there. And if you have unlocked a new training spot, it will also give you a red dot and will tell you where to train. So here you get a ×50 boost, and you need 1 million strength. And I recommend training here until the 10 million strength. And obviously, there's not a lot of locations right now, but this is because the game just released. And the game will be updating weekly, so there will be a bunch of new locations. Finally, we have the meteor. And this is the second to last strength training map. So what you want to do is just basically go into the city. Now you could just have to go past a waterfall. Now take a left. And keep going left, and you'll know you're going the right way when you see the shiny lab to your right. Now just take a right, and you will see a big glowing molten lava rock. And you need 10 million strength to train here, and it gives you a ×500 boost, which is really OP. And you only need to train here until 100 million until the final strength training map. And once you look around the map, you can just see that the final strength training map for now is at MrRhino. So what you want to do is just go over there now. So it's actually on its own island, and it's actually pretty close to the meteor. So what you want to do is just go over to that island over there. You can follow the bridge, or you could just fly over there. It doesn't really matter. But it's actually also where the Great Ape boss spawns from Dragon Ball Z, so you can get a new transformation in the Golden Ape too. So here we're at the final strength training area. Here you need 100 million strength, but it gives you a ×100 strength training boost, which is really OP. Next up, let's look at the chakra locations. So the easiest way to go back to home is just reset. Alright, now it's time to check out the chakra locations. First up, right at the spawn, we have the Chakra Tree. What you want to do is just basically just turn left. Now you can see Chakra Tree. You only need 100 chakra to train here. So you could just get a ×2 multiplier, and it's really nice. And I recommend training here until 10k. Now for the next location, what we want to do is just check the minimap. And we can unclick everything except for chakra. So the next location would actually be at the library. And if you were watching earlier in the video, it's actually right next to the gym. So now just follow where I'm going. Just follow the street here, and now just take a left. As you see, the library is right here. And we just need 10k chakra to train here, and it gives us a ×6 multiplier. So this gives us a pretty good chakra amount, and I would recommend training here until 100k chakra. Next up, we have the waterfall. So this is actually from the previous map as well. When I say previous map, I meant the old Anime Fighting Simulator, because this is basically just like a revamped version of that. So what I just keep on going forward. Now, we actually missed a spot. Yeah, but it's right there. But actually, just go back. Now just keep on going forward and take a left. Now go forward again. Now you'll see a bridge and a waterfall. The waterfall is where you want to train your chakra. And we can walk on the water here. So I think you have to stand on the little hill to get the little boost. So here I would recommend training until 1 million chakra. and this actually determines how strong like some of your powers are. So most of your powers are actually dependent on chakra, not the amount of chakra you have, but the level of your stand or your power or anything is dependent on the level of your strength or your chakra. And yeah, next up we have the second to final training location. But first off, let's see what this NPC is doing here. Man, but now we have the 1 million temple. So you need 1 million chakra train here, and it gives you times 50 multiplier. And also, if you don't have the requirements, then you can't train here at all. Like, you can train here, but it's not going to give you the multiplier. So you'd be better off training somewhere else. Alright, next up is the second to last. We have the spider web and then the Tower of Heaven. So for some reason, spider web is at 50 million chakra instead of 10 million chakra. But I think that's just how the old game was, so that's why they're just bringing that back. So if you have flight, you just want to fly over to the Demon Slayer place. But if you don't, I guess you could just swim over there. But that's kind of like problematic and like long, because it's like kind of far away. So I'd recommend getting flight before doing it, like before going to the spider web house. Alright, now just go over to the red dot. So keep on just going forward, and you will see the Demon Slayer thing. And there will also be some NPCs there, so if you want to properly AFK and not have them attack you, just fly all the way up. And there we go. Now just press 3 and you can start training your chakra. And this is pretty cool. And I would recommend training here until 100 chakra. Or 100 million chakra, I mean. Alright, the final chakra map or location is the Tower of Heaven. So I think this was also the final location before the second dimension in the old Anime Fighting Simulator. So what you want to do is basically just keep on going forward and actually leave the Demon Slayer island. And what you want to do is actually go over to the ice island over there. And sorry, because I'm trying to figure out how the flight works, so it's kind of like iffy. So I was actually trying to figure that out, because actually it's kind of hard to control. But yeah, now just keep on going over until you see the little tower. And as its name, it's a Tower of Heaven, so it's a pretty big ice tower. So now just go over here. And I believe you can train anywhere, you just need to stay on the blue part. And now just press 3. And you'll know you're in the zone once it says you are in the safe zone. And yeah, I'd recommend training here until 1 billion chakra. But since there's no other locations, you have to train chakra here if you want to get stronger. Next up, we have the durability locations. Now let's just reset and go back to spawn. So all you have to do is just press escape and then reset. And the first durability location is actually the pirate ship. So if you don't know where that is, what you want to do is go over to where the champions are, right here, and then just go past them. And if you don't know where it is or you need help with it, just go to your minimap and then just press pirate ship and then just track it. But since I know where it is, we won't need that. Now just keep on dashing forward, and then in the behind of the map, or in the back of the map, you will actually see the pirate ship. This is actually pretty cool, and you only need 100 durability just like the other starting locations, and it gives you a ×2 multiplier. So as you can see, nice low boost, and it's pretty decent for beginners. And yeah. Alright, so next up, we're gonna have our next durability training map. So I believe the next durability training map is the Burning House. So what you want to do is just press track, just click on the Burning House, and then press track, and now we just have to follow the red dot and go over there. And don't confuse your red dot with the quest, because sometimes they do look similar. So now let's just go over there, and I believe it is in the city. And we should be following the red dot. And oops, yeah, I accidentally messed up. So we accidentally went to the quest place instead of the gym. But that's no worries. So what you want to do is just go inside the city and go past the gym and keep on going forward. It's really close to the stand logo. So this is where you get stands, by the way. And what you want to do is keep on going forward. Now just take a left, and you'll be at the Burning House. And as its name is, it is a burning house, which is pretty cool. And now you just train like durability here. But I think you actually have to go inside the house or on top of the house, because it wasn't giving me the multiplier. Next up, we have the Desert Storm. So this is actually a whole different map, and this is a sand map. And if you don't know where the sand map is, I believe it's the Naruto map, and the one tail Shukaku boss also spawns there, I believe. And also I'm going to be uploading a few videos on how to get the Shukaku form, because that's what you use the Shukaku shards for. So you actually can get a new mode, because there's that, and also there's a monkey boss too from Dragon Ball, and you can also get the Great Ape transformation too. So right here is the Desert Storm training map, or training location, and you need 100k durability here. Now I'd recommend training here until 1 million, and this map does give you, or this location does give you a times 25 boost, which is really good. Alright, next up we have our next map, which I believe is the 1 million training location, and that is actually in the ice map next to the Tower of Heaven, and it's actually pretty close here, I think. Yeah, it's right next to us. So what we want to actually do is just fly over there, and once again, if you don't have flight, I would recommend getting flight before you get it. I also made a video on that, it will be linked above. And basically you just have to get to Boom's 31 or 31st or 21st quest, and he gives you flight after you get like 5 million speed, I believe. So it's actually pretty easy to get. You just have to get through like the prerequisite quest first. So right here is the next training location. So this is the ice chamber, and also if you don't meet the requirements, it actually will like decrease your health. Like it's actually gonna like decrease it by a lot. So as you can see, we can train over there, and now we just have 2 more maps. So next up we have the Volcano map. So I'm back at spawn, so what you want to do is actually go over to the Volcano. And also I got this new cool mount too. So if you want to find out how to do that, the quest is, you can actually get the side quest from Jiraiya, and you just have to like train a few increments of chakra and strength, and you can get it. Let's go equip Flame Flight real quick, and let's go over to the Volcano. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You just have to go past the dojo and then just go over to the Volcano, and if you have your graphics set on max, then you can actually see it from far away. But if you have it set on low graphics, then you actually need to go past the dojo, and that's how you find it. And once again, you can also just put it on your mini map, and you can just track it from there. And right here we can train, and there's also like a trunk side quest over here. I think it's for the bandits and for yen and everything. So if you want to get yen or grind up any quest or anything, just do it over here. And yeah, so the actual training spot is not at the bottom though. The actual training spot is on the top. And what you want to do is just go all the way over here, and then you can actually train your durability. And this is a pretty neat place to train it, because it's kind of like secluded, no one can attack you, because a lot of people attack you when you're like AFK grinding. So that makes it like kind of hard to train sometimes. So next up we actually have the final durability training location, which is Kinkai's planet. So if you don't know where Kinkai's planet is, just make sure to go to mini map, and then now if you just click durability, we can just check our mini map, and then just go over there, and now we can see Kinkai's planet. And you will need 100 durability to train here, and you have to have flight to be able to train here. But if you're training here anyway, then you probably should have flight, because you can't get there without the quests. So it's kind of hard to fly up, and I know flight's pretty hard to control. So if you don't know how to control it, I think it would be better if you just like look down, and then just like press space, and then you could like go higher. Alright, so I'll speed this part up because it kind of took me a while, but what you want to do is basically just fly up. Now you'll be on Kinkai's planet. And as you see here, you need 100 million durability to train here, and it gives you a times 1000 multiplier. So this is the best durability training spot for now, and there will be new training spots next update, which will be this Saturday or Sunday, I believe. Yeah, those are all the durability spots. Next up, we have all the speed spots. So I think there's only 3 or 4 speed spots in the game right now. So the first one is actually right here, the trampoline. So right next to the spawn, all you have to do is just take right, and then you'll be at the trampoline. You only need 100 speed to train here, just like the other starting training locations, and it gives you a times 2 multiplier, which is pretty handy. But if you have a mount, I wouldn't really recommend training speed unless it's for like a boom quest or something. Alright, next up we have the next training location, which is actually the same as the strength training location, which is the gym. So as you can see here, you need 10k strength and 10k speed, and you can train both attributes here. So what you want to do is, for just train speed, is actually just to hop on the treadmill. And the treadmill actually makes it so that you could like run while staying in place. So then it makes it really easy to train speed. And yeah, this gives you a times 6 multiplier, and then we will have our final speed training location, which is called the gravity chamber. And this is actually just like the old game, so if you don't know any other like locations or anything, just make sure to follow the old game if you played the old game before. So yeah, because the map's very similar. Alright, so the gravity location is right here. So all you have to do is just go forward from the gym, and it will be right here. And this is pretty neat because you can just run around, and this gives you I think like a times 10 or times 25 boost, I can't remember, but you need 100k speed to train here. And yeah, so that's all the training spots in Anime Fighting Simulator X. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope this helped out everyone. Once the new training spots are added, I will make sure to make new videos on them. Yeah, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, guys, and please subscribe.